Kia ora, welcome to Bay Oval and Bay of Plenty, Tauranga, Maunganui, take your pick. It is the 2025-26 Jenson Steel Baywide T20 Cup final between Puke, who have won the toss and elected to bat, taking on the Otumoetai Cadets. And I do apologise, actually, it's the Raft Puke taking on the Element IMF Cadets. Can't forget sponsors this day and age. My name is Bevan Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Pleased to have you wherever you are tuned in on the Bay of Plenty Cricket YouTube channel, set up only yesterday. I've got Guy Rencher, is that? Guy Rencher, behind camera, first ever for Bev's Broadcasting. A big shout out to local Gecko Productions, which Guy works for. And that's how the connection's been made. Ben Viver and Mitchell Rush at the crease. Just waiting. Ollie Curtis is going to be the bowler. Bowling from the city end or the broadcast end, sitting up on top of the boxes here. Bear with me, I'm just trying to update the scoreboard. Sit back, relax. Pleasant, very good evening here at Bay Oval. Spectacular venue, world class, literally. Puke undefeated in 9 matches, 6 of them won, with 3 washed out. If I get to my notes, somewhere it says 11 of the 45 T20 matches this season been rained out. First ball, left arm round, and just edged into the pads from Rush. Second ball backs away down to long on, and they'll get a single. Not the 15 leg buys, that would take some doing. Got any thoughts, comments or questions, put them in the chat please. I'll get round to them when I see them. As I'm commentating by myself at the moment, it's a bit of a hectic thing in terms of other commentators. I've got one commentator playing touch over here at Blake Park, another commentator who was halfway here, had to turn around, go back, then turn around, came back again, and then was sent back packing again by his work. First ball, next ball's a really good full one, and just a forward defensive shot. Pitch, it's pretty brand new pitch, not a lot of grass on it. The pitch to the right is what we're going to have on Friday, Saturday and Sunday Hawke Cup Challenge, or defence coming up. Short, and Curtis does his own fielding. White does his own fielding. A couple of ollies in this game. Mitchell Rush, 136 runs at an average of 15, highest score of 22 against Skies of City last year. So this one's cut away, beats the field, and is going to roll away for 4 runs. First boundary coming, and we've still got one ball left in the first. It's actually Guy's first time doing cricket. As I said, he's actually, I haven't said, but he's a photographer as well, working for local Gecko Productions in Rotorua, local business that does a lot of stuff. Last ball of the first, and White does the toting up, ends the first over. It's 5 without loss. The Raft Puke winning the toss and electing to bat. Just waiting to see who the bowler is. It's actually Ollie Curtis, so both Ollies opening up. Ollie Curtis from the Mount Maunganui end. Like to pay tribute to those that were affected by those floods, including the families of the 6 that died earlier this year at the base of Mount Maunganui. Sad time. Have another tribute I'll get to in a moment. First ball, and a swing and a miss, and it's a wide. First extra of the day. Second ball. And caught behind, is it? Yes, it is. First wicket falls. And it's 6 for 1. It's Mitch Rush that has to go. And Element IMF Cadets with the first breakthrough. Alright, now I've caught up with the scoreboard. As I said, there's a bit of helter-skelter stuff with co-commentator. Reuben Carter, the new batter for the Raft Puke. 382 runs, which sits 20th amongst all Northern District's Premier T20 club matches. An average of 25.5. Good strike rate of almost 137.5. Sits 16th amongst all those games, having faced 160 balls or more. Curtis with his tail up and pretty happy to leave. T20 rules, you're allowed 2 players out. There is a deep square and a cover point in play. No one under the helmet just yet, Guy.
I didn't want to say that. What did I call it? Silly? No.
Yeah, no, it's literally what you said.
I don't even know what I just said.
Yep, no, it's actually a cricket term. So well done, you.
Thank you.
It is a cricket term. Silly mid-off.
Yes.
It'd be interesting to see it at this
I had no idea
in this
where
format.
silly mid-off is, or should be.
I'll try and tell you at some point. There is a slip and play.
Okay.
This one's aerial through, long off, and 4. Came at it and hit through the line. So, Guy, if you see the batter that's facing, where he's standing now is silly mid-on. On the other side is silly mid-off.
Gotcha. Right. So
Basically called silly because it's a silly place to stand.
understand, yeah. But they do that, okay. Yeah, got it. Roger.
You could see it tonight. I mean, cricket's such a strange thing, but not generally in T20s.
Whoa.
This one, aerial. There's a player back there, so it'll just be a single on the bounce. Carter's interested in a second, but Viva not. One to come in the second over, 11 for 1. Yes, Hawk Cup. Bad Plenty's first challenge, first defence, sorry, not challenge. First defence after taking the Hawk Cup off Taranaki a couple of weeks ago at Puke Park. This Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 27th, 28th and 1st. 10:30am first ball of the day. Can't make it. Turn into turn to this YouTube channel here. They plenty requested that they create their own YouTube channel, which was fine by me. I'll upload the game to my channel later on. Slip out, short third man in play, and short fine leg. Last ball of the second, tries to give himself room, and Curtis follows him. Ends with a dot. Successful over. 11 for 1 after 2. Joel Griffiths into the first change of the bowling at the city end, and this one to the right of mid-on, and a single. Carter moves to 6 off 5. Pass score, pretty hard to tell, as club matches don't generally get played here at Bay Oval unless it is the final. A guy asked me, Guy was actually the first one to ask me. I'd say 170. Long on his back. Goes after this, through mid-wicket. And they get a single out to that fielder, mid-wicket and long on in play. I'll rip into one of my cricket stories here, Guy. Do you know you'd know where Cornwall Park is? Yep. So if you don't know Cornwall Park or Cornwall Cricket Club,
It's near Stonewall Park.
I'll take your word. Slices this one up over extra cover, couple of bounces, and 4. It's at the bottom of One Tree Hill.
I used to live in Green Lane on Campbell Road. There we go. They know
I was with someone that was on Tarfree Road.
it's not far away.
Jesus, this world just gets smaller and smaller. Anyway, if you don't know it, it's a working cattle farm. So there's cows,
Sheep? No?
cattle, yeah, sheep,
Okay.
beef, yeah.
Yeah, definitely remember the sheep. Here we go. Bowling.
So this one's full, up and over mid-off, sorry, 1 bounce just short, and 4, back-to-back boundaries. Yeah, Cornwall Cricket Club's a lovely ground, part of Cornwall Park as well.
Yeah.
And I was commentating a T20 game there on a Wednesday night, and the cow got hit by the ball in the paddock. Cow was fine. We're having a giggle about it. Come back to that next ball. Full again, just picked past his batting partner. Tell you what, Ben Viver had to get out of the way of that one pretty quickly. It's a dot to mid-off. Yeah, so the cow was hit by the ball. Fine. Someone comes up to us in commentary, and this is an actual cricket position, and go, you do know that cow was at cow corner? And we lost it from there.
That was it.
It was, yeah.
Not Calcutta.
Penultimate ball of the third over. Bottom edge down to deep square for 1. I seem to have jumped the gun there. I had it as over, but not the case. Yeah, nothing more that says cricket than a cow corner being hit by the ball.
The only next best thing would be a cow cocking.
Oh, there's plenty of those that play cricket.
Whoa.
That's back past Griffiths. Tried to stick a hand out at it, and I'll come back for a second. Good running. down to long on. Ends the third. 24 for 1 after 3. Ollie Curtis continuing at the Mount Maunganui end. It's the Speight's point. And on this surface, it'll race away for 4. Did mention I had another tribute to pay tonight. Jordan Tito, who those that follow wheelchair rugby will know him through Bay of Plenty, passed away Monday night. Really nice guy. One of the first people that came up to me and said, I've actually started following your broadcasts, and that it's a huge loss to the Bay of Plenty steamrollers. It's good length there from Curtis. Talking of wheelchair rugby, it's not the next trip to Tauranga. It's the trip after, May 23-24 at Bay Park Arena, part of the Festival of Disability Sport, WRC1. Free entry as it always is. Come on down, have a look. Otherwise catch the live stream. Long on back. Gives himself a bit of room, tucks up. The wicket comes around and prevents any runs. Laptop's saying it's about 22 degrees. Do you reckon that's right? Yeah, okay. Must have been a lot closer to 30 actually when I got here. It was.
Oh,
yeah. Past 3. Gives himself room. Goes up and over backward point. It's about 3 players converging on it. Good flick back in field. And they pick up 2. Next one banged in down leg side and pulled wide.
He's walking back into still in mid-off.
Mid on.
Mid-on. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's in still in mid-off right now.
No, he's in mid on.
He's mid-on. Who's the one closest to us?
The batter, yes.
He's moving on to the wicket now, so he's going from still in mid-on.
If you're batting, your leg side is your leg side's on is left, right is off. This one's played through square from just a single. Sounds like you need to be with me for more cricket, Guy.
What's it called? I can't even say that. My gosh.
Well, Guy, I asked you to remind me about something. I'll come back to that at the end of this ball since it's the over, because you did have one up on me tonight.
Did I? I did indeed.
You had to think of it.
It's not often I'm in that position, so.
Oh, it's plenty for me. Last ball of the 4th. Slow ball down the ground, and has cleared up 2, 6 runs. First maximum coming off the last ball of the 4th.
He's had enough already. He's leaving.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Guy, if you'd parked your bike there, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been right there.
4 overs gone. 38 for 1. Yes, Guy and I were having a discussion about sports that were going on. To our immediate right, off to the right, I should say. Netball happening. I know Elton Gray is playing touch a bit straighter. He'll join us closer to 7 o'clock. And then off to the left is the hockey fields, and Guy was talking about four sports. I go,
There's a lot going on.
netball, hockey, touch, what's the fourth? And if you don't know what the fourth is, I'm so glad you're with me for that. It's the one right in front of us. Couldn't be more obvious. Oh, I forgot it's payday. Ollie White to continue. To follow second, sorry, not to continue. It's got long on back and mid wicket. Here's 6 overs of power play. On to the 5th. Outside off, cut away to short third man. That one probably blowing left, top left to bottom right. Off screen, picks up a little bit and then dies away. Full into the stumps. Huge, long, gone, 6. Massive hit from Reuben Carter. It's just a bit too straight from White. His 18 wickets, which sits him 22nd in my stats. Outside off, cuts away to short third man. And good running there. And they get the single home. Carter moves to 29 of 17. Ben Viver, 13 of 8. So far my scoreboard's correct. Left arm round. Doesn't get hold of this one. Straight backwards square. And I'll come back for 2. Nine off the first 4 balls of White's second over. Short outside off, cut away, up and over the field. Won't get to the boundary, they'll pick up 2. Good ball there from White actually, just saw Viver giving himself room. But Viver did well to get up and over the field. I actually do love that the Square League umpire, and I do apologise, I've actually not been given the umpires' names tonight. This is short, up and over, mid off, and 4, 1 bounce. Productive over from the Raft to Puke. 15 off it. It's 53 for 1.
There we go.
Last ball of the power play, 2 fielders out, deep square and cow corner. No cows at that position though. Outside edge, beats wide third man, short third man, and is 4. It's actually really funny, Guy, that usually, like where we're standing, the scorers are generally below us, but they're actually in the club rooms tonight.
Okay.
And because I score as well, and I try, while I'm commentating, trying to help out the scorers at the same time, I've almost gone to raise my hand to acknowledge the umpires, then realised A, I don't need to, and B, they're not even looking at me.
No.
It's this one. Over mid off, player there. Yes, bounces just over his head. And B, the 1. Didn't quite get all of it, but got lucky, did Carter. Moves to 34 off 19. Oh, I can't smell anything. No, they've just opened it up. Got a funny feeling just by the congregation down there, Guy. It's the ground staff. Usually is the ground staff. You know, it's out in front of their sheds as well. Get back into the cricket. There's this one. Beat short fine leg. Just got a tickle on it. In 4.
Look at that in the background. How good is that look? So iconic. Very sad.
You know, you only need to look at that picture for half a second and know exactly where this game is being played. Big thanks to the Bay Oval staff as well as the ground staff for putting this game on for us. And for having me as well. It's not always easy having some random person streaming. And great line and length, good reply. There, it's two down leg with the ball before this one. Good line and length. Got a bit out of it. And apologies, it's Fergus Lellman who's back off ND duty. That's bowling. I've just noticed. Do apologise. I'm not so caught up with the players who they look like in bowl. As this one's aerial down to mid wicket, takes the catch. Lellman has the breakthrough, and it's 63 for 2. 1 ball left in the 6th. The Raft Puke keeper out to bat, Mike De Beer. 469 runs. I don't even know where that sits him for T20 matches in Northern Districts. Just clipped off the pads through deep square for 1, gets off the mark. 6 overs complete. Power play done. 63 for 2. Yeah, these stats brought to you by Bev's Cricket Stats 2 on Facebook. When I've been able to post them in the Te Puke cricket group. You can just see Carter and De Beer just having a bit of a chat between each other. Just about movement off the pitch. It's actually an expensive over for Fergus Lellman, but a successful one. 1 for 10. Not going to be tricked a second time. I'll wait and see who the bowler is for Cadets. Long on, long off back, cover sweeper, deep square, deep mid wicket, and on the boundary. Short third man and short fine leg, point and extra cover. We'll go with extra cover there. Spencer Wills bowls the first ball, gets a dot out of it. what I was saying about the umpire, the square leg umpire, especially when bowling from this end, this will be a single down 2, long off. Actually, no, they're going to come back for 2. Good dive, gets home safe. Good running, good positive running. You need that in T20. Yeah, square leg umpire is actually at point. There's a good reason for that. Do you know why, guy? Real simple point of why they're standing on that side, not on the other. This one's cut to extra cover. What did you say, sorry?
Oh, me? No, I don't know why.
Because they're normally on the leg side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'd say it has something really positive to do with that sun.
Oh, true.
This one cut away. Oh, diving effort at point. Got a bit of a finger to it. And they're going to scramble back for 2. Will he get home? Yes, he will. Never actually understood why it always has to be the leg side the other umpire stands at, but
It's almost like they're putting themselves in collision-y course. Why don't they just...
there's an Australian umpire that wears the whole arm guard to protect him when the ball gets.
Incredible.
Yeah, umpire last man stands, and tell you what, you have to duck, dive, and weave there, and dodge. Gets the broom out, sweeps down to deep mid wicket for 1. To apologise that the camera flickers. It's my camera. It's not Guy's great camera work. Last ball of the 7th. Full toss hit down the ground to long on. And they're happy to settle for a single. Good over, you could probably hear on the microphone. 6 off it. 69 for 2 after 7. I'll have to fix the scoreboard as it's 70 for 2. Get a single out to deep square. Cameron Murray is the bowler. Now there's a reason I was a bit pedantic there, Guy, because it is 70 for 2. You said 2 for 70?
Yeah.
That's a big no-no in cricket. 2 for 70 is how the Aussies read it.
Yeah, normally 74.
This one, through wide, long off. Good diving save down there. And they'll pick up 2. That's why it's a no-no. Because only the Aussies read it as 2 for 70.
The Americans wouldn't be far off of that either.
Oh no, the Americans would probably say 7 for 2 off 0.
Oh, the way they put their date. 126.
This will be a single to cover this time as I'm just fixing up the scoreboard. Do apologise, I'm doing my scoreboard along with the commentary. Yep, go.
Look on, oh gosh, have you got the chat open, as in someone can comment? say how rubbish my filming is?
No, I haven't actually looked, but when I looked recently, it wasn't. There was nothing.
Okay.
No news is good news, especially when you're filming.
100%.
Now I've got 70. De Beer on 9 off 8. I do apologise, my scoreboard says something different. Carter 37 off 22. Just have to bear with me as I'm fixing all that. Nah, don't worry about it, mate. I was going to say, because the ball will happen without you realising it.
Well, I'm playing catch.
I love the idea. Ed's the over, 8 gone, 6 off it. It was 76 for 2. Guys, just
Full of enthusiasm.
having a bit of a thought about Mealy Curl. Get back to her in a moment. First ball from Lelman, changing ends to the city end, and they'll get a single. Like DB, it moves to a runner ball 11. Even Carter on 37 off 21. Yes. First, White Ferns versus Zimbabwe T20 tonight at Seddon Park. Kicking off in about 10 minutes' time, live and free on TVNZ. You look like you're a bit hot and sweaty there, Elton Gray.
Certainly am, Bev. Yep, fresh off the touch field. You can probably almost see our game from here, actually. You would have
Not quite.
No, you can actually see the just up there.
Oh, yes.
Yep,
Yep.
that was
we'll
our
get
field.
back to the cricket. Swing and a miss.
Top ball. Looks like it's been a pretty quick fire start here.
What else is on tonight, Elton?
Well, yeah, just commentate this beautiful game of cricket, Bev, and that'll.
Oh, no, I meant like
in the
sport-wise. Sport-wise, what else is on tonight?
Oh, of course, at 2:30 a.m. you got the Black Cats.
2:30 a.m.
Tomorrow morning, technically, not tonight. You getting up for that one?
No.
Swung away onto the onside there for 1 run.
Yeah, Sri Lanka co-hosts. It was the first game against Pakistan. Was the washout? I actually almost stayed up for it and then went, nah. No, with the Hawke Cup defence Friday, Saturday, Sunday that I'll be here for, 2:30am is not quite ideal.
Got to get some sleep. As Lelman comes in, worked away nicely off his hips there onto the onside to deep square for 1 run there to De Beer. Moves to 13 off 12. Carter 38 off 23.
Sorry, Elton, it's been a while, so.
Chop that. That's a maximum. Dive on the boundary, but it was always going over his head. And he's middled that for 6 as Carter. Beautiful shot over mid-wicket.
You got the line and length, saw it pretty early. Climbed into it.
Picked up the length early, rocked back, pulled it over deep mid wicket for 6. Beautiful stuff.
Not easy on that leg side though, is it, with that sun? I was actually just talking about the square leg umpire actually being at point for that reason.
Yeah, good point. Here's Lauman. Goes relatively short again, but this time he gets a dot out of it. Keeps it a bit further outside off, which could be a better tactic here. And that's the over. 85 for 2 after 9.
You can generally trust the team score, mate, but not the not the batters. How'd you get on tonight anyway?
Yeah, we had a win actually.
Who?
Yeah. Our touch team. It's just a social sort
What's
of
it
touch
called
comp.
though?
It's the Raw HQ team.
Raw HQ, okay.
Fitness, but I'm not actually a member there, but my mates are. The
It works.
team. Yeah, I'll claim it.
Tell you what, mate, I needed a few games of touch to get all my gear up here. I had help, but I'm still off at a buffing.
Would have been tough work. It's good seat up here though. How's the view? Even better than the commentary box, you could argue.
Almost.
It's more elevated, and on a night like this, where the weather's good, you'd probably
Try and tell that to guys and my anxiety though.
We're talking about heart rates and
Yeah.
I want to guess yours.
Getting towards 80, did you say, guy?
What a thing up there.
Yeah.
Here comes Murray, the spinner, and he gets pumped on the onside. It'll go the whole way. Certainly will. 6 more runs for Carter. In fact, De Beer on strike? No, yeah, Carter, that's his 50.
It is 50 as well, thank you. 50 off 26 balls, 5 fours, 3 sixes in that. Pretty good 50 as well. Thanks for pointing that out, Adam. Anyone would think I've been playing touch, you've done nothing. How's this for recent live streams?
It's on De Beer's score though. Was that not Carter?
No, it was Carter. No, sorry, it is Carter on. Quick single to the offside. Umpire does very well to get out of the way of that. No, sorry, it is De Beer on strike. So
Apologies, that was
Carter's still on 44. I trusted you too much. It's the dot's under the name, not above it. Yeah, see?
Oh, the dot's under the name. Okay, with you. So that one will be worked down to long off for a single.
I won't lay complete blame with you. I actually looked at the changing room and they were kind of celebrating more than a 6.
Well, that was it. Yeah, I heard that's what put me onto it. I guess it was a nice 6. It warranted a clap, but there you go.
I only hit 3 in my life, so clap all you like.
De Beer on strike. Cuts that one away, gets it in front of point, and they'll come back for 2 as it's fielded at deep point. De Beer moves to 21, and there'll be 2 to come in this over from Murray.
Yeah, 10 off the first 4 balls, and other than that first one, they've worked out quite well.
Straight back at him, crowd catch. Oh no, it's a real catch. No
It
celebration.
is a real catch, Elton.
No celebration from the bowler. Casual as you like. Great caught and bowl there from Murray. With the lack of celebration, I thought it must have been a bump ball, but that's a beauty. Caught and bowled. Murray.
Well, De Beer's quite annoyed with himself. He's chucked his gloves away. No, sorry, that's Carter. He'll get it right at some point. Yeah, De Beer's pretty disappointed. I think it was just a bit too close to play the shot he was trying to, and just didn't quite get the elevation, and all Murray had to do was stick the mitts out. Hope it sticks.
Yeah, one of those ones where it's kind of almost in the slot, but he was in 2 minds whether to go along the ground or in the air. In the end, just put it straight at the torso of Murray, and he's gobbled it up.
As Iman Nahal is the new batter. Yeah, sorry, Elton, I just kicked those out of the way because they're in my way. But you're more than welcome to, if you've deserved it though, if you have deserved to sit down, I reckon. Now, 340 runs, an average of 26.2 since the start of the 23-24 season in Premier T20s.
Oh, teasing the fielder there at cover, but it gets past him and they'll get back for 2 runs there, the batsman. And Nahal off the mark. That's the over. Murray's first over goes for 12 runs and a wicket. That's a 97 for 3.
It's actually 2 overs, 1 for 18. Sorry, folks. There is a link at the top of the top of the comments, folks. As I said, sorry, I'm commentating as well as scoring. Not always the easiest, so I do apologise for having these wrong. Look at the scoreboard, scorecard in the comments, and that's your best go-to.
Right,
we do apologise.
I'll try not to look at your scoreboard and look at the...
As I said, the team
Bayo.
total's right, 97 for 3 after 10.
Shot, that's 6 runs. Man, they're loving sixes over mid-wicket. Are these boys?
That's 50.
That is Carter's 50. What a way to bring it up. Sweetly times 6. Up into the embankment over mid-wicket. Brings it up off 28 balls, 5 fours, 3 sixes. Great innings. Early days too, only halfway through the innings. The 100 here for him if he wants it. And that'll keep it, the momentum going. Another 6. This time a little bit squarer. 2 in a row for Carter.
Well, it was a similar ball, but this one just hit a bit squarer there. And both easily dispatched over the boundary, both times over the picket fence.
Yeah.
Great that it was to where some spectators are.
Willis keeps that one well wide of the wickets, and it's a dot ball. Maybe. Here's Wills again. Keeping it wide, but he's cut that just to backward point, but it's a slight misfield and a bad throw, but it'll still only cost them 1 run.
Yeah, the Raft Puke are just really building a good innings here at the moment. And it'd just be interesting to see what the Element IMF Cadets can do.
Oh, swing and a miss there, outside off. I think Wills has found a better line here, just outside off but inside the wide line.
You'd hope so when you've been dispatched for 2 sixes over mid-wicket.
Yeah, but it's never easy, is it, to tweak your line when you're under the pump.
Not in the final.
Straight to the fielder, got him! What a comeback from Wills. Punt for 2 sixes, then goes .1 wicket.
Well, that's exactly what I was asking for, Elton. As you said, better line and length. Tossed it out outside off. Only went for 1 off those last three deliveries, or 2 deliveries, and then picked up the wicket. Not much more you can ask. What are you holding into at the moment?
I've got a kebab here.
Oh, nice. Where from?
Lolo's, the local.
Okay.
Shout out to Lolo's here, Mount Maunganui. They should have given me this for free for saying that.
We should give a shout out to Jenson Steel Fabricators Limited, who are naming rights sponsor for the T20 comp.
Certainly.
I actually I was sitting back relaxing, waiting for people to turn up and do something, and then realised I'd misspelt Jenson, so had to quickly go and fix that. Because the last thing you want to do is have a main sponsor annoyed at you for stuffing up something simple. As Josh Earl is the new batter.
Worked away on the offside. 1 run there. Off the mark. Earl, no worries.
No, that was Carter on strike. End of the over.
Oh,
With the single.
they hadn't updated it. Here's Earl on strike. Just defends his first ball. No run.
Oh, you got a club full. Sorry, Elton. I'm telling you to do too many things. A couple of dots from that halfway through this over.
Slash straight to the fielder. No run. Good fielding there.
There'll be highlights posted to. No, I haven't done it yet. highlights posted to BF's Broadcasting official Facebook page. There is a link in that description, but it'll take me a few days as need to do some more stuff for the weekend. And then back at it on Friday as this one's played down to long on. And they'll get another single. Some good bowling here from the Element IMF Otumoetai Cadets bowlers. I've sent it to you now. This one hit out to cover. 13 gone. 112 for 4. 113 for 4, sorry, now they've updated the scoreboard. Loving your work though, Guy.
Thank you very much.
Well, that answers that question, Elton. Thanking you. Oh, but I was trying to do it on my phone, but also hotspotting, so I don't want to take it away too far.
Why don't they got a runner of the hot dog, the sausages?
Yeah, I know. Phone a friend. Because I think that's White back into the attack.
Beautiful cover drive. Might only get one run for it, he does. Well fielded in the deep there. Carter moves to 61 as Earl's on strike. And the 13th over here, he's 1 off 4, so probably won't take too many more sighters. Got 6 wickets in hand. Cuts it straight to the fielder. No run. Another dot.
To answer your question earlier, Guy, nothing. So you're doing good.
Oh, good.
Steps across, goes in the air and gone. Caught again at a sort of straightish cover there. Earl, he's gone.
Well, I knew you were going to. Sorry, I knew you were going to say something completely different. I was kind of calling that extra cover, but it is quite a straight cover, almost a wide mid-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really weird position.
It's in between.
But it's worked for them.
Yeah, 2 catches there in the last 2 overs.
And I apologise, it's Spencer Wills that's into the attack. Liam Chu at the crease and blocks his first ball. Tell you what, Elton, while you're feeding your gob there, Guy's done the smart thing. You've got an excuse as this one's cut away to short third man. Here I am in pants and shirt and it's actually dropped a few degrees.
Riding a motorbike.
Oh,
Yeah.
leave there. Leave outside off. We're in a T20.
I think that's the third leave of the match. There's been a couple, so
Interesting.
yeah. One off it plus the wicket. 114 for 5. Well, I said 170, Elton, at the start. It was Guy that put me on the back foot there, actually, with the question. But they're going to have to do some work. 56 off 7, that's 8 and over. Still doable, it's only 8s. but it's at 5 wickets that have fallen. That's the issue.
5 down's a problem.
Ollie White to start his 4th, none for 23, which I have.
Great cut shot, beats the fielder. They might go for 4. It does. That's the first 4 in a while. There's been plenty of 6s, but first boundary 4 that I've been here for.
Yeah, I'll give you credit for that, Elton. I actually do think it's the first 4 that you've been here for. The lights have started to turn themselves on. So this one's back of length, cut away, and down to short third man. Diving save gets the single.
Good run. Just called him through there.
Well, I think that was the problem with that last over, and full credit to the bowler, but they need to start turning these dots into singles in those half chances when they're running. As most people know, momentum is such a big thing in sport. Cricket, it is gold.
There's White to Chew. Keeps it pretty straight, and Chew manages just to bunt it into the offside for 1 run. He's off the mark. Good ball there. Couldn't do much else with it.
Yeah, I scored 49 against Greerton last year in Premier T20s in Bay of Plenty for the Raft Puke. I've got the Flying Mullet, but that's actually their one-day team sponsor.
That's down the leg side. Beats the keeper. Doesn't make it to the boundary, but come back. Wait to see the umpire's call here.
Wides?
Yeah, it'll be wide.
And that's the first extra since, I think, the 4th over. All 6 have been wides.
Played away on the onside. This time it'll just be 1. So the fielder's in the deep. Chew's second run. Carter back on strike. He's on 66 off 36. What can he do here? Pops it up. Oh, he's almost been caught and bowled there, but he's just got it over the bowler. Gets through for 1.
White won't be complaining. That was his second time it's been chipped down to him. He took the first one. That one far more difficult than the caught and bowled he did get in his last over.
Yeah, just out of reach there. I think just teased him. Even if...
This time well over the bowler's head, down to long off on the bounce. Just the 1. Ends the 15th. 1, 2, 6 for 5. It finishes Ollie White's 4 overs, none for 35. Okay, no, he didn't take that caught and bowled. Sorry. Fergus Lellman, 1 for 19.
Pop that! 6 runs! That's huge!
1 for 25.
It's up onto the top of the bank, on the full.
I'm going for 180.
You're back in 180, okay, Guy.
Yeah, that's for new.
And what, in his first involvement in cricket? I think you said you had... Sorry? Yeah, no, I was going to say you've been to cricket matches, but your first... Yeah. Tell you what, I actually went to an Auckland FC game at New Year's Day, and to cut down a really long story, that was the first football game I've been to and watched. Not photographed, not live streamed, not commentated. No, it wasn't, because they went down 3-1 to Newcastle. With 10 players.
Lauman bowls it wide of the off stick. It's a play and a missed dot ball.
That was when Newcastle had a player put in the bin after 20 minutes as well. as I said, short story of a very long one, because that was I had a very long way to start 2026.
If that's been against Phoenix, that might have been different.
Did you see their own goal last week, Elton?
Yeah, I did. Laumann, and again, that's wide and too wide.
Oh, if you haven't seen, it was the Auckland FC's first goal, wasn't it? I think, yeah. If you haven't seen it, go and Google Wellington Phoenix goalkeeper own goal. Sorry? Oh, you do. Well out of position and all sorts went wrong.
Laumann, wide again. This time the umpire says he snuck it inside the wide line. It must have been close. Dot ball, you take that.
Well, dot ball's better than anything. It's only second best to a wicket.
I was going to say it's not better than a wicket.
I was getting there. I'll test out your intelligence in the moment, Elton. Because this one had me stumped.
Here goes Laumann again. Again, a dot ball outside off. Played and missed there by Carter. The in batsman got his eye in, but Laumann's having a good little few balls at him here.
There were 4 sports on tonight. Touch, netball, which is still going, hockey, and I couldn't figure out what the 4th sport was.
Cricket.
I knew you were intelligent. I had me stumped what the 4th sport was. 5th ball of the over. Comes down the wicket, bottom edge, beats square leg. And 4. Fielder got wrong-footed there. I think having the umpire this time on the leg side didn't help. And as well as at the bottom edge, but you take those. I've worked with NV play at the start of the year up in Auckland, and they can do wagon wheels. I'd love to see Reverend Carter's wagon wheel tonight, especially for mid wicket, as that's where he's tried to go. Swung his feet, swung himself off his ankles into the dot. 11 off it, but 4 good dot balls. It's 137 for 5. Spencer Wells continuing and does his own fielding, not a problem. Because you missed my earlier chat, Elton gets the broom out.
Is there a chance here? No, just short of the fielder in the deep. It'll be 1 run for the man at deep square.
If my last 2 live streams are to go by, this should be an enthralling match. 2 weeks ago I had a one-day final end by 3 runs.
Straight down the ground, beautiful shot. Will it be cut off at will? Didn't actually get it as well as I initially thought, but straight shots always look good, don't they?
No, I think we got through the shot a bit too early there. Yeah, so one-day final won by 3 runs and a 2-day match won by 2 runs. So, you know.
Epic. Boy, that beats the keeper. They'll run through. I think that'll be a bye. It will be. 1 bye.
Bye-bye. And on top of that, I don't think I said this on here, but I umpired a last man stands game up in North Shore. 5 wickets and 5 balls.
Ooh, who bowled that? Bumper! Has he got all of it? No. Oh, screamer! What a catch in the deep. The man at long off gets around and takes a beautiful catch on the boundary there, diving off to his left. And that will be the end of Carter, and what an innings it was, but what a way to get rid of him.
Oh, brilliant dismissal. catches only better than Guy's camera work. I watched that actually on the TV screen, and Guy hit it all the way. I was looking up into the rooms thinking that's a big one, which you originally called as well. You were thinking a massive 6.
Yeah, it looked good off the bat, and it sounded good, but I guess big boundaries out there too. And yeah, fielder watched it well, got around and took a specky.
I'll try and get the replay up at some point, folks. I'm scrambling, but I also need to do a couple of other things.
And Carter gets a clap for his good innings there, 79. Good knock.
As Flynn Waller walks to the crease. A great knock. Long way to go to know if it's a match-winning one, though.
Yeah, there's still plenty of cricket in this innings. There's 6 down. They're definitely 2 or 3 too many wickets down to what they'd be comfortable with, I'd say.
And it's 7 and 8 at the crease, and not the opener. As that does end the over. 140 for 6. We're going to have a look at that replay. Bye-bye.
Just look at this.
Hopefully. And on top of that, I don't think I said this on here, but I umpired a stands game up in North Shore. Butchered something there, sorry folks. I'll get that
You
fixed.
have to watch it on the full replay later.
Well, you can actually rewind as you go.
That's true. Just rewind it, folks.
Yeah, you can watch it back, you can rewind. I had one of my settings is wrong. That's the issue there. Fergus Lellman, who has been bowling at this end. I think that's a bowling change though. An ND player.
Quite impressive Carter.
Yeah, Reuben Carter. He's only young though. He was playing for. He was at Tauranga Boys High a couple of years ago.
Here comes Curtis. Oh, good ball first up. And the right up, Yorker length. Cramps the batsman for room, dot ball.
There was a dot ball off that one, wasn't it? Yes, there was.
Dot ball off the first. And here comes Curtis again. Right arm over the wicket. Similar ball, but this time guided down to third man. It'll just be one. They pushed for 2 for a second and said no, just 1 there. And Waller comes onto the strike here. Yet to get off the mark. Chu gives him some words of wisdom. Ran right down the pitch there, gave him some advice and ran back.
He's been out there for 10 balls.
Yep. Curtis. Oh, the ramp shot. It's off the toe and goes in front of him. He was trying to play it behind him, so it didn't really go to plan, but he got a run for it. So off the mark there, Waller.
It's actually a Japanese under-19 player for playing for Bay of Plenty on the weekend. To answer your question, played at the recent under-19 Cricket World Cup earlier this year in Zimbabwe and South Africa. Here's
Curtis again, bowling that full length, that Yorker length, and it's working quite nicely.
Yeah, that wide Yorker, I don't think it's used as often as it should be, Elton. I think the traditionalists really want to see that block hole. Of course, the ramp that we've already seen kind of puts that block hole ball into doubt.
Dead right, as he comes in again, Curtis. Similar ball, just a touch short of that time, and they'll punch it down to long on for 1 run. Does Chu. And Waller will face the last ball of this over now. Only 3 off it so far, so great over for Curtis. Can he finish it?
Niha Palmer is the Japanese under-19 player playing for Bay of Plenty.
It's full and crunched out through the covers there. It'll just be 1, so Very good over from Curtis.
4 off it.
144 for 6.
But
3
I mean-
overs to come.
You've also got the likes of Kane Williamson, Neil Wagner, and cohorts that live out here at the beach these days. Current and
Bolt.
former. Trent, I knew I was forgetting someone that was out and out plenty player, not just Kane.
Alright, 3 overs left here. 144 for 6. Waller on strike as the leg spinner Murray comes back into the attack.
Doesn't look that old himself, to be honest.
Floats it up and it's a pretty decent shot, but should be cut off on the boundary. It is, but the batsman will get back for 2.
Another thing, I just looked at my notes, Elton, and congratulations to the women Northern Brave winning their first ever Halliburton Johnstone Shield on Saturday. Central Stags winning the Ford Trophy on Sunday.
Waller whips it away on the onside this time. They'll settle for 1. Bringing Chu back on strike.
Believe it or not, that was actually the Northern District's women's first ever national title, senior title.
Congrats to them.
And, they were defending 180, and 180 is not a great score on a one day, but I think they won by about 70 runs in the end against the Blaze.
Chu punches that one down to long on for 1 run. Waller back on strike. Murray bowling pretty nicely here. Halfway through his over. Reverse sweep attempt, and he's got a little tickle on that and caught behind. Great catch from the keeper.
Wickets just keep tumbling at the moment, Elton.
Great catch from the keeper there. The reverse sweep, little feather on it. Never easy standing up at the stumps, especially when the batsman gets down on one knee and shapes to do a reverse sweep. Good wicket for Murray.
Was first? No, it's second, sorry. It's 2 for 22. He's bowled one more over than I've got. No great conditions here at Bay Oval.
So that's the end of Waller. He's gone for 5, and out comes Hunter Blair.
Ben Hunter Blair, yeah.
Ben Blair.
No, it's quite funny because I meant to ask, who is Ben Hunter? Because I looked at my stats and I had no stats for Ben Hunter, but Ben Hunter Blair makes sense. I do have stats for Ben Hunter, but just not in front of me at the moment. If you look at the scorecard, it's actually Benjamin Hunter Blair.
Murray has 2 to come here to the new batsman. Hunter Blair, the right-hand batsman, looks around the field, weighs up his options. In comes Murray. It's a straight ball and it's just whipped down to long on. They'll get at least 1 and it'll just be 1. So off the mark there, first ball, Hunter Blair. Number 9 bat.
This is the 18th. I do apologise, it was showing 19. I'm going to have to change the scoreboard around the other way in the innings break.
Liam Chu on strike here to Murray. Sweep attempt, misses it. Half-hearted appeal for LBW, not out, and that's the over, ending with a nice dot there for Murray. A good over from him. 149 for 7. 2 overs to go.
Ollie Curtis into the attack, 1 for 24 to bowlers last and the 19th.
Beautiful sound off the bat, but it's straight to the fielder. They scamper through for 1 though.
$150 comes up.
Yeah, they'll be hoping to try and get towards that 170 you were talking about, but it seems quite far away with the...
Well, guys changed to 163, so...
Oh, a big swat across the line and down to that boundary fielder. He does the job out there, but they'll get back for 2. $152 for 7. Curtis comes in. 3rd ball of this over, his last. Oh, great ball. Yorker right up on the batsman's toes. And all Chu can do is just bunt it onto the onside there for 1.
Yeah, that's a beauty ball there, right in that block hole. 2 foot even ramp, really. And you'll take a single at this point of the innings. As a bowling side, that is.
Hunter Blair on strike. Curtis gets a good similar ball there. Hunter Blair digs it out. Square the wicket for another 1.
Yeah.
Full again, gets out bat under ball there, and it's down to long off. They're coming back for 2. Good running there from Chu and Hunter Blair. And they get a bit of a clap from the pavilion, encouraging more of that. 1 to come from this over. The second last of the innings. Here's Curtis. Oh, he's got under that. Has he got enough though? Great catch out there on the boundary. He's got him. Chu going for the big shot over mid wicket. Didn't quite get enough of it. Fielder gets around and takes a great catch there.
Yeah, again, guys, captured brilliantly. Just a reminder, this is actually the first time Bev's Broadcasting has used a camera operator. So it's paying off at the moment, Elton. Good crit. Great skills, as you'd hope in a Premier T20 final. But that is 156 for 8 after 19. Kind of more leaning towards Guy's score of 163. I think 7 off the last here, being 8 down, would be a pretty good effort. IMF Otumoetai Cadets been in the last 2 finals, plus tonight. They beat Papamau by 18 runs last season, and 23-24 lost to the Mount by 12.
Experienced finalists.
And they were in that one-day final we commentated against Greerton a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Wasn't a half bad final either.
Murray bowls it on his pads, and they'll just manage to whip that out to the man at deep mid wicket there. Does Hunter Blair, and that brings Ray on strike to face his first ball. The number 10 batter. Let's see what he can do. He has a go at Murray, gets it up, but that was still half a chance in the outfield. Yep, taken. Good catch again at deep mid wicket. Can't blame Ray for having a crack first ball, but he hasn't got enough of that, and he's got to go for a golden duck.
Almost had to drag it from about 3.5, 4 stump line to get it out there. Did quite well as number 10, I would know. To be able to play that shot, just didn't quite get underneath it properly. And it's 157 for 9 now.
Yeah, in danger of being all out now to Puke.
Bit of a no-no in the final, don't you think, Elton?
What was that, sorry?
A no-no in the final.
Yeah, coach killer. For sure. But, 157, it's a decent-ish score. It could be enough, you never know.
Tasman Carson's the new batter. Yet to be dismissed in 3 innings of Premier T20 cricket. 48 runs, strike rate of 120, best of 25 not out.
Handy stats for a jack.
Absolutely. Well, it's almost a 11 batter game these days, Elton, in a T20. Conclusion of this will be 10-minute break, and we'll be back at it for the chase.
Comes down the wicket, use of the feet there from Carson's, and he's off the mark for his ball. 3 more balls in this innings left. 158 for 9 to Puke. And it's a good ball there from Murray.
No,
Hunter Blair couldn't dig it out.
I agree with your earlier statement, Guy. 163. Take a 4 off this one, though.
Comes down the wicket and pulls it straight. Hunter Blair. Nah, they'll stay for 1. So Carson's the number 11, will be on strike for the last ball here. See if he looks to use his feet again. He doesn't mind the fact he's facing a leg spin bowler here.
Well, it's been pace off that's worked for Element IMF Otumoetai Cadets.
Some good Yorker bowling too, though.
Yep.
For quicks. And that'll be a wicket last ball for Murray. And more importantly, a dot. So the score remains 159 all out off the last ball of this innings to Puke.
I've got a funny feeling that last one was bowled, but quickly run through the scorecard for you. 5 over 25, Rush 1, Carter 79 top scoring off 48 balls, Mike De Beer 21, Iman Nahal 2, Joshua 1, Liam Chu 11, Flynn Waller 5, Daniel Ray first ball, Tasman Carson's yes bowled, and Ben Hunter Blair not out on 5. Bowling figures for you there, Elton?
Yeah, well, Curtis bowled well, 2 for 31 off his 4. White, he's none for 35 off his 4. Just the 1 over for Griffiths, went for 14, no wickets. Lauman, 1 for 30 off his 3. Spencer Wills, 3 for 22 off his 4. Pick of the bowlers there. And Murray, Murray got 4 for 26. He's the pick of the bowlers.
I agree.
And slightly more rate, but yeah, more wickets. Yep. He's taking that wicket off the last ball. Gets his nose ahead.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes for the chase of 160 to win the Jenson Steel Baywide T20 Cup final. Puke Maunganui, welcome back. Misfield off the first ball from Daniel Ray to Fergus Lellman, ends in a single. Lellman scored, what did he score? He scored a few runs last week. I have my pieces of paper here somewhere. Scored 82 against the Maunganui last Thursday in the semi-final. I knew it was in the semi-final last Thursday, I just couldn't remember. Chris Maskell on strike now. Left arm over. Spins up, taken! Maskell departs, first ball. And the Raft Puke have their early breakthrough. Well, chasing 160 exactly for the one. It's not the start that element IMF Cadets wanted. As Ollie White walks to the crease.
Cruel bloke.
Played for the New Zealand under-19 side. Did Ollie White at the 2020 Cricket World Cup under-19s just before COVID. 345 runs and an average of 28.9. Highest score of 105 against Geyser City from Rotorua, which says it's the 6th highest score across all Northern District's Premier Club men T20 matches, and the 8th fastest 100, 53 balls. I actually think only 8 players in Northern Districts since 23-24 have scored a Premier T20 100. That which might sound a bit negative. Swing and a miss first ball. In that same time, Guy, in Auckland Premier Cricket, with its 16 teams, no one has scored a T20 100.
Right.
It's a tournament I did at the start of the year, the Puke Cup, which involved Auckland Cricket Development, Auckland Cricket Indians, and the Cook Islands men's side. 4th ball of the over, and a play and a miss. 2 of the 3 highest scores, so I think it was 2nd and 3rd, both hit their teammate's car
Really?
with a 6 at Cornwall Park.
Yeah, but it all goes on at Cornwall Park. Cows being hit, cars.
Well, my car got hit on the number plate actually at Keithay Park, where I situate myself generally in the summer. Next ball into the block hole, down to mid-off. Won't be there this weekend. Here's Hawke Cup defence, first defence for Bay of Plenty after taking it off Taranaki a couple of weeks ago. 10:30am Friday, Saturday, Sunday here at Bay Oval on the pitch to your right of screen. Free entry. We'll catch it here on the live stream on this YouTube channel. Last ball of the first, and great finish from Dan Ray. 1 for 1 off the first over. Both balls off the first 2, a single on the wicket. Good start. Michael. You're back, Elton.
I'm back. Good start for the Raft of Puke. 1 for 1 off after 1 and a T20. Carson's comes in. It's a false start or measuring his run up.
No, I think he was measuring his run up because Lelman wasn't even looking. So safe to say that temp has dropped, and you can see the lights taking effect. It's only this. It's the third game I've done here at Bay Oval, and 2 of them have been under lights. And I've contacted Bay Plenty Cricket. They said, "Are you okay with under lights?" Go, well, the first one I did was. It was on a Monday night girls' game. I think both you and Andrew Verco came in halfway through, from memory.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Bloody work, I tell you.
And we done the 1 day here too, right?
Yeah, we did the 1 day on the Saturday. The day-night game was on the Monday evening.
Beautiful spot for cricket as Carson's comes back in, right arm over, bit of swing there, spanked to the fielder, bounces just before him, no run.
Not a comfortable bounce in front of him. I think it basically hit probably half a metre in front. Wasn't really a catching opportunity, but not a comfortable collection.
Bit of a nasty one, eh? There's Carson's again. Lelman on strike. Getting a little bit of outswing here as Carson's, and that's just spooned away behind point. Aerial. He'll get back for 2. It was not a convincing shot, but 2 runs is 2 runs.
Well, I think it's why these days, for a lot of a T20 game, you see fine league and third man up inside rather than back on the boundary. Is for those, in and out shots.
Cut and beats the fielder too. That could go for 4. It will. Beautiful cut shot through cover there. Fielder would have felt like he had a decent chance to get behind that, but it got snuck through him.
It's a good shot. Played with power. Got the length he was after and the width.
Yeah. Good from Lelman. First 4 of the innings.
You'd have missed me saying, but he scored 82 in the semi-final against Maunganui on Thursday night.
And this time he pulls it around the corner on the onside. It just be 1 run out to the man at deep square.
Over at Seddon Park, the White Ferns, New Zealand women taking on Zimbabwe women. 103 for 1 after 11 overs. Just trying to see who won the toss. Zimbabwe won the toss and elected to field. Mealy Kerr's first game as captain as well.
What a player she is.
Have you ever heard, Guy, of what she did in an international match? It was against Ireland. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Elton?
5 for and a
No. You got to split it. You got to split the whole thing.
5 for a double tongue. Shot, but it'll be no run. Bit of shape here still for Carson's.
You can't say it like that. In a one-day international, so 50 overs, she went out and scored 200 with the bat, which in men's side has only been done less than 10. Okay, she had a sleep in between innings and came out and took 5 wickets with the ball.
And she was about 16 at the time.
Yeah.
As Carson's comes in. Oh, good straight shot down the ground. Beautiful. Holds the pose. Does White. And that's his first boundary of the day. It's him off the mark, in fact. Good way to get off the mark.
Good way to finish as well. 12 for 1 after 2. Yeah, when you want to talk about all-round performances, I mean, that one is just, regardless of sex, is ridiculous. Millie Kerr on 36 and Isabella Gaze at the crease 35. Lauren Downs is retired from all cricket levels, Auckland cricket player for a number of years, as well as White Ferns representative. As Dan Ray, not surprising, 1 for 1 off his first, continuing at the Mount Maunganui end. Just going to tap and run. Good decision there from Lelman, showing his experience. see no slip and play. I think originally the Raft did have, Element IMF, some good fielding there at mid-off. Just bats the ball away, but only one run.
Yeah, keeps it to 1. It was a decent shot by White there, but good fielding.
You asked me about the bowler that took the 5 off 5. It wasn't actually just one bowler, it was 2. But one bowler did take 4 and 4. And they giggled at the end and said, what if we get this last one? Next.
Shout for LBW. Looks pretty high from here.
I would say above the knee roll there. But one leg bite as the cameras decide to have a snooze. There we go.
Ray coming in, left arm over. Oh, down the track comes White, and in the end gets cramped for room and just works it off his hip for 1.
It's okay, Guy. I was determined to film one ball tonight.
There we go, and you did it as I was taking a shot of the moon. With the players in portrait mode.
Saw my opportunity there, and
You did that very well.
Here's Ray again. Lauman just bunts that down onto the offside for 1 run.
it is actually. Oh, I see what you mean. Yep, half moon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up and down.
So I see a shot as a photographer. I have to.
Yeah. No.
Take it as well.
I saw what you were doing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take my chance here. This is actually the first time we've had a camera operator. I think I told you earlier, Elton. So big thanks to Guy Rencher.
Bunt and run there from White and gets the job done, and just a single off every ball of that over, so it's gone for 6 runs and 18 for 1.
Question is, do you give Dan Ray another over with 1 for 7 off 2, Andrew, at the top? Big call either way, I think.
I think it's a good over.
No, would you give him a third now?
I think so.
Yep. It's well warranted.
While he's hot, just keep him going.
Like
see
Pentecost,
if they agree with it. They might save him for the end.
like Pentecost, the Element IMF Cadets, Otumoetai Cadets captain.
Earl into the attack here from the city end.
It's a pretty decent T20 average, 16.6.
And he's pumped down the ground for a start. Beautiful shot. It's gone for 6. What a shot that is from White. Similar area to where he had a 4 a couple of overs ago.
Straight as the crow flies, that one. And I wasn't up, so I trusted your vision on that, Elton.
Yeah.
So I was half thinking it might be one bounce.
Nah, cleared the boundary by about a metre.
But hit
Close.
hit the boxes underneath as well. Well, on the ground at least.
That's right. This time just to fend it out to the offside, he'll get 1.
Yeah, not cleanly fielded there from cover. So what was looking like a tight single, got it comfortably in the end.
The mount there looking beautiful in the background, isn't it?
It is. There's a bit of a streak of red just at pretty much above it. Yeah, go guy.
There it is in all its
Yep.
glory.
That random bit of red in the light in the sky.
As in comes Earl.
No, you're right.
And he's just sort of sliced that into the offside for 1 run there, his Lauman.
It's like the third or fourth bottom edge of the game so far. A few just not quite coming off the bat as the batters are wanting. Lauman 12 off 9, Ollie White 14 off 11. 8 off the first 3 balls
here comes Earl. Right arm over, beautiful shot off the back foot, but it'll be for no run.
Great fielding there at cover. Just having a look at the fielders, Elton. I think there's about 3 or 4 fielders with the brims on. Everyone else with the cap. Actually, there's one player without a hat.
Keeping the lights out of the eyes.
Yeah.
It's White on strike here. Oh, he's edged it, and he's got enough on it that'll run away for 4, you'd think, unless the fielder does amazing. He does. He stops it. Good fielding down there. Third man.
Yeah, well, it was almost on the boundary, 45 degrees, so had a lot of ground to cover to his right. You just never know how important those 2 runs that he's saved can be at the end of the game.
Did right.
Big thanks to the naming rights sponsor, Jenson Steel Fabricators Limited, of the final, of the competition, I should say.
Oh, he's
sorry.
pulled that just a deep square for 1. Has White, and he'll keep the strike for the next over. That's over here, 1 for 29 off 4, chasing a target of 160.
Even Stevens so far? Or, I mean, a little bit behind the run rate, one behind the run rate.
Yeah, I'd put the Cadets ahead if they're basically on the rate, only 1 down. I think, yeah, you'd put them
you'd go the other way?
under control. Yep. I'd say
under control.
Yeah, but that can change with a good over here.
I was going to say only it takes 1 ball, doesn't it?
Yeah,
not just an over in T20 cricket.
Yeah.
You mentioned how big momentum can be in sport, let alone cricket. No, it's quite gentle, the wind. It's more blowing kind of up, down. Yeah. Oh no, the ball's, yeah. The ball is definitely heavy. Probably if the ball goes up in the sky, then the wind would take more effect, and quite hard to catch, because then you've got to try and put yourself into a position, like most ball sports, when you're trying to catch it, you want to be in position to bring it into your body. Third man back on the boundary for the left-hander.
And White on strike just tucks it in to the onside for 1. Bringing Lauman back on strike. This is Carter coming in for a trundle here.
Reuben Carter.
What a day off the bat he had. Let's see how he goes with the ball.
Yeah, 79 off the top of my head, actually.
Had a good clip too. As he comes in for his second ball here. Batsman just waiting at Lauman.
Just a reminder, there's a link to the full scorecard at the top of the comments to have a click on.
Here's Carter to Lauman. He works him straightish on the onside for 1 run. Well fielded there. At that sort of wide mid wicket.
Good to have Dave Smith tuned in, although I think he commented before the live stream. Johnny Coulter, fire up please. I think that was the early innings. And I've just seen Pick Thickpenny from Melville Cricket Club in Hamilton tuning in.
Or edged. In fact, it was just played and missed and beat the keeper off the keeper's pad there.
No, he did get back to that.
Got an edge on that.
I saw why you changed your mind on that, Elton.
Would you call that a drop catch then?
A dropped chance. I don't know if a catch.
That's a bit harsher, yeah. I don't think he got a glove to it. Might have just edged into his pad. Well, spanked and gee whiz, that flew to the fielder. No run.
I'm glad it's them out there, Elton, fielding those balls, not me.
100%.
First ball I had to field in Premier Cricket, I was at mid-off and it ended up back at the batsman's feet.
Lauman down low and gets this one through. Good shot. Square drive. 4 runs.
Pretty much played that same shot there. This time, just a little bit more force.
Yeah, got a little bit straighter.
Yeah, and point quite well beaten, but more beaten by the shot than by the fielding. Reminder, highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page, a link in the description of this video in coming days.
Carter goes shorter, but this time gets pumped over the top. That's gone all the way, is it? I believe it has. 6 runs over extra cover. What a shot that is from Lauman.
You could tell what sort of a shot it was there, Elton. If you were watching the ground, the fielders just stood there and looked. No one really went and chased it. Didn't have to in the end because someone did field it off the boundary.
Someone on the terrace.
Yeah.
1 for 42 off 5. Very much under control for now at the quarter way through the innings mark. Ahead of the run rate and only 1 down. They'll be happy with this, the Cadets.
Yeah, now I'm saying it's Element IMF Otumoetai Cadets in front at this stage. Just having a look at the scorecard, at the scoreboard here, sometimes it just tells you what the pass score is, like the DLS score, but it doesn't. It's not telling us tonight. Is it Liam Chu to bowl his first over here at the city end or the broadcast end? Don't forget, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Bay of Plenty's first Hawke Cup defence after taking it off Taranaki against Canterbury Country Zone 3 challenge.
Chu gets pumped through the offside, but there's a fielder back there. I would say it'll just be 1. 1 run to White. He moves to 20 off 17, and Fellman will be back on strike. He's 23 off 13.
Best figures are 4 for 28 against Papamoa in 2024. Loves getting batters out in T20s. Court has 12 of those out of his 14 wickets. So it's 20th in across ND club T20 matches.
Nice and straight there, and it's a dot ball. Couldn't beat the fielder there, Lauman at mid-wicket.
Bit of a change in the field. Deep square. It was actually more of a mid-wicket. No, he's being moved back now. Originally went to deep square. Long on and long on the boundary. Only 2 players allowed out for the next 4 balls.
Chu. Ball's falling straight through him. Middle stump, cartwheels out of the ground, and he's got his man, Lauman, dismissed. Clean bowled.
That to me, Elton, big moment in the game. Someone experienced like Fergus Lauman, as you said, middle wicket cartwheel. The only problem was, video-wise, is that he was standing in front of the stump. You couldn't quite see it. I think he'll be grateful for it though. Fergus Lauman, he has to depart. 23 of 15 deliveries. And I just feel that momentum might just start shifting the other way. Now we've got 2 Ollies at the crease. Ollie White on 20 not out, being joined by Ollie Curtis.
Yeah, you're quite right there, Bev. That's a big moment. They really needed that wicket. And they're back in the hunt now.
Pitch perfect delivery. I mean, you'll take any time the stumps go flying, but no, that one was peach.
Bowler's dream.
Don't think I ever bowled it quick enough for it to go cartwheel.
Neither. Tell you what though, Bev, you should Last Man Stands final a couple of weeks away here at Gordon Spratt Papamoa.
You playing, aren't you?
Yeah, well, we've got to win our semi next Monday. Maybe you should come to the semi. You'll still be here nearly, would you?
I've got my first job. I got day 1 of my first job on Monday, mate. Yep,
enough.
sorry.
Fair enough,
as much
mate.
as I love my cricket, it's been a long 4 years since a regular job.
Yeah, fair. Oh, you'll be the same with the following week too.
Who do you play for?
Just a local, the Nui Wounders, we call
No,
ourselves.
I haven't heard of them. I actually umpired the first ever season of Baywide last man stands.
Oh, yeah?
The only two regions in New Zealand I haven't done is Christchurch and Wellington.
Is that right?
North Shore, Auckland.
Here's
Hamilton.
Chew to the new man. Oh, there's a mix-up here. There's a mix-up. It'll be a run out. It will be. He's only faced for the first ball. He's gone halfway down the wicket after hitting one out to point. And he hasn't made it back before being run out.
I thought the ball before was the moment turning in, Elton. It was huge confusion. The boys at Eden Roskell always give me grief, but huge mix-up. It really was, because I don't think either Ollies knew what they wanted to do. Caught in about three had, caught in 3 minds had 10. And the Raft to Puke go bang bang.
Yeah, that's heartbreak there for Ollie Curtis. A mix-up. He's played not a bad shot, but it was straight to the fielder. You've got to say there was probably never a run there.
Well, there was a slight misfield, and I think that's what caused the confusion.
I guess if both batsmen committed, no hesitation, they'll get through for one. But
Comfortably.
yes, the misfield was the reason they could have. But it was
Comes down to that old saying, don't run on a misfield.
just not quite enough comms there from the Ollies, and all of a sudden 43 for 3.
42 for 1 at the start of the over looked pretty good.
Yeah, the tides are turning here at Bay Oval.
Finally worked this out. I have to get a level. I've been bugging me for the last hour and a half.
Here comes Chew.
You've got another
It's another good ball and another good dot. There's Collett on strike here, the new batsman. One to come here, and this great over from Chew. The Raft to Puke, they've got their tails up here as Chew comes steaming in. Puts one on the wickets, and it's just defended for a dot from Collett, and that'll be the over. What an over it is.
2 for 1.
That's right, a run out, a wicket, and 1 run. Happy days there for Chew. 43 for 3 after 6.
Power play done, I think, off the top of my head after 6 overs. The Raft to Puke were in front by maybe 10 runs. They were definitely 70 after 7. And it might have been for 2. I said 1 ball, Elton, though, that took 2 to change the game. I don't have that, sorry. You'd be looking at mid to high 20s.
Yeah.
Age-wise, that is, in case anybody couldn't hear Guy.
Yeah. I was wondering if you ever find a high school student who's good enough to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some young guns out there. I don't know if there's any playing today, but
No, there's a kid, I can't remember who, there's someone that came out for the Raft to Puke that was just a year out of high school.
Ollie White on strike here. As Viver comes in, was it outside off, and it's worked out to just backward a point to the fielder, no run.
Because building on that guy, Tauranga Boys College actually play in this competition.
Yeah.
Hamilton Boys High play in the Hamilton Premier Comp. Shout out to St John's College First 11, 2 big wins against St Paul's, firsts and seconds in the Waikato Valley T20 competition last weekend.
Viver again, right arm around the wicket. He's got him! Advancing down the wicket was Ollie White, and he's missed it, and it's hit middle and off. And he's got to go back to the pavilion for 20. They're in all sorts now, the Cadets.
He just came down the wicket, gave him a little, stepped a little bit to leg, and full credit to Ben Viver, saw him coming, fired it in on the angle. You miss high hit, gone. and we've seen 3 wickets in 8 balls, 7 balls for 1 run.
Yeah, the game flipped on its head now. Definitely advantaged the Raft to Puke. It'll take a huge innings or 2 for the Cadets to get out of this one.
Good to have you wherever you tuned in, folks. Bevan, Jenkinson, Elton, Gray. Don't know. I've actually said your name about 5 times right before you turned up. And Guy Wrencher behind camera. Big thanks to Guy Wrencher, who is part of local Gecko Productions. We do a lot of work here in the Bay of Plenty, and also if you caught the New Zealand Indian Sports Association cricket tournament at the start of the year at Wakaraka Park, and saw the big production that was done there. That was local Gecko. I think at the start of the year, Elton, they had they built a recording studio. They had some guy named Cliff Curtis working in their studio. Some guy, you know. I just shouldn't say some guy when Guy's behind the camera.
Pentecost, the new batsman on strike. He just defends this one from Viver. No run on the offside.
Man for the moment, Elton. Element IMF Cadets captain, like Pentecost.
Gonna need a captain's knock here. The number 6 bat.
Puke have been undefeated this season. 1-6, 3 washouts.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one's cut him in half.
And
what
more.
a ball that was.
The only thing that ball didn't do was hit the stumps.
It seamed back in beautifully. Good bowling from Viver.
Guys only had 2 hours of cricket, and even he was gobsmacked at that delivery.
Speed.
That was quick. And nipping back off the seam. Let's see what he comes up with to follow up here at Viver. Oh, handy pace indeed, but they'll get bat on ball and get through for 1 here, just bunting it on the offside. It's Pentecost. He's off the mark.
Yeah, another stat for you, Elton. 45 matches across 9 rounds. 11 of those 45 were rained out.
That's not great,
in
is
this
it?
T20 comp. Yeah.
Not great for the comp.
No, that can't do much about the weather, especially when it's an outdoor sport.
Bay of Plenty weather. I don't think it's been that bad, but maybe it has. Apparently it has.
Yeah, it's been, and I mean that's from since the start of the season, because they started with T20s
Right.
in the Jenson Steel T20 Baywide Cup.
Yeah, that's more rain-offs than you'd expect. It's unlucky.
That's why I put a number on it.
Here's Viver. Oh, good shot there from Collett, but there is a man at 3rd man, but he angled the bat nicely, works it down there for 1, and that's him off the mark, and that's the over. 45 for 4 after 7.
And another stat there for you, Elton. 3 for 3 off the last 2 overs.
Damn, impressive stuff from the Raft to Puke.
Have to see what I'm doing tomorrow. I might go out to the Raft, see what it's like.
Oh, you'll have tomorrow off before
Yeah, I
you...
have tomorrow off.
Sweet.
I've got a bit of work to do before then. I've had, excuse me, no, you can't see the mount anymore, Guy.
Oh, you can just.
You can see it. Sorry, yes you can.
You can see the figure through the camera almost.
You can
better
probably
than the naked eye.
Yeah, I was just gonna say exactly that.
Great photography from Guy.
Well, he's a photographer as well, so you know he's been doing pretty well behind camera. Not just our first time with a camera operator, but his first time filming cricket.
The Nui. How good? As it'll be.
You got cover,
Follow
deep
on
square,
strike.
and long on the boundary, as well as 3rd man. Sorry.
Oh, he's nicked it and gone! What a catch! Good keeper's catch, got 2 gloves to it. Snicked off. Chu gets a wicket here off the first ball of his over. And Collett's got to go for 1.
Oh, big moment. Great catch. Diving away to the right with the ball dying on you.
Under the lights. What a feeling. Wow, they're right on top now.
I think
Raft
they,
Puke.
I think the Raft Puke heard us say that IMF Cadets were, comfortable at 1 down, going at 8s.
Yeah, well, they were comfortable, and then in the space of two overs, the game has really flipped on its head.
13 balls, 4 for 3.
4 for 3.
Game's not over though, Elton. If you've watched cricket plenty enough times, you'll know.
It's a funny old game.
Yep, cricket can be won in these conditions. Flip, guy. You didn't need to prove how good photography, how good you are at photography.
It was a fluke, honestly. The camera works.
You put me off halfway through my sentence there with that photo.
Here comes Chew to Claude. Claude just defends that for a dot ball. No run.
New Zealand under-19 representative at the 2024 World Cup has the highest partnership for the 3rd wicket with Andrew Mask, 137 runs against Tauranga Boys, which is also the 6th highest, and Elton, that's across all Northern District's Premier Men T20 matches since 23-24.
Impressive. Here's Chew again. It's a decent ball, defended on the offside by Claude, and he's off the mark. 1 run.
They'll take 135 from here because it will win them the game and more. But yeah, they need a decent partnership.
Certainly do. Number 6 and 7 at the crease. Big ask for them, but anything's possible as the batsman's just not ready here. The bowler was. Here comes Chew into Pentecost. And Pentecost says no, just defends it to cover, no run.
You can tell the state of the game in that call of no. It was pretty dominant and forceful. Even though that run out was 3 wickets ago, 2 wickets ago. No, it was 2 wickets ago because there was the bowled first.
Correct. Chew to Pentecost. Pentecost comes down the wicket. Good straight shot. It's 6. It's a straight 6. Beautiful shot. And boy, did they need that. Is that the change of momentum that they need?
Guy's probably thinking exactly like me there. Needed the camera, needed the photo camera out for that one because it was straight as a die. I hate it, Guy, when I don't have my camera and you see shots like that are just pure, would look great photography wise.
Oh, indeed.
Beautiful shot.
50 up for IMF Cadets.
Here's Chew to Pentecost. It's a short outside off ball and it's just worked a backwards point for no run. And that's the over. 52 for 5.
Tell you someone who's not struggling with the bat tonight, Andrew. Amelia Kerr, her first game as captain, 98 off 48. 2 runs to make off 8 legal deliveries to score a T20 century against Zimbabwe.
She's not on strike, but yeah,
No.
looking good for it.
Still Izzy Gaze at the crease.
She's on 55, 57, not out. Alright. Into the 9th over now. Viva will come in from the mount end to Claude. It's full toss outside off. Couldn't get bet on it. Umpire shapes to potentially call it wide, but he doesn't, so it's a dot.
Yeah, definitely got the death stare there from Sam Claude. Thinking, come on.
I think it was, inside the line from my eyes.
Whatever it is, you got to stick with what the umpire says. They're a lot closer than us.
Yeah. Or inside edge. Keeper will do the fielding, no run. So dot. Pressure back on. Something's got to give here.
Haven't actually mentioned the crowd too much, but decent crowd out here. Free entry, like the Hawke Cup Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Bay of Plenty Tongue on Canterbury Country. Easiest way to explain it, it's the Ranfurly Shield of cricket.
Viva Oh, caught and bolt opportunity dropped.
Stuck their hand out at that, and those ones in your follow through, they either do or they don't.
That's right. They either stick or they don't.
That one didn't. Still a dot though.
Yeah, 3 dots. Handy stuff here from Viva. Is Claude just we looking to try and make the most of the back end of this over. Plays a good shot there, and unfortunately straight to the fielder. Backward point, no run. Good square drive, and wow, this is what can happen if you get dotted up. All of a sudden you'll play a nice shot and it'll go straight to a fielder. You find yourself with another dot.
Well, that's the thing with momentum, isn't it? Those 50-50 things, when cricket's not going your way, straight to the fielder. If it is, inch either way and it's 4.
That's right. Viva. Oh, that's a ripper outside. The outside edge of the bat was only just missed there, as it's another dot. That's 5 dots in a row.
I think Clyde just managed to stick his bat just inside the line there at the last second. Wasn't far away at all from the outside edge.
That's right. You had a snick written all over it, but does well not to hit it. Here's the last ball of the over. Viva steaming in. And Claude will get one here to ruin the maiden, but still a very handy over. Only one from it. 5 for 53 after 9.
It's just been terrific bowling here from the Raft Puke. Not much the element IMF Cadets could do about it, but 11 overs, you need 107. Thoughts go back to Glenn Maxwell on one leg against Afghanistan a couple of years ago.
His equation might have even been harder than that, was it?
Oh, it was a lot harder than that. Yeah. They were 7 down, and I think he ended up scoring like 200 odd runs from there.
Yeah. But they are going to need something pretty special here, as Claude tries to cut that one, misses it. Another dot. Chew sneaks it past the outside edge.
They've lost 11 for 4 in 4 overs.
Not ideal, especially in T20 cricket. Or any format, to be fair.
I wasn't going to say that.
Especially T20 though. I mean,
or a final.
You've only got, obviously 20 overs. If a quarter of them are like that. This time Claude just plays it into the offside to point. They get a run there. So Pentecost back on strike. He hasn't been on strike for at least 8 balls.
Sorry, Elton, what I'm trying to tell you is Amelia Kerr doesn't look as though she's going to get 100. She's off strike with 1 ball to spare and she's on 99.
No ball?
No ball single, sure. Seen Andre Adams hit 10 off 1 ball to win the game at Seddon Park against Northern.
I remember that.
He's
chewed it. Pentecost plays a ramp. He's got bat on it. Or has he? He's given, yes. Out. Ramp shot. Got a little bit too cute with it. Got a little bit of bat on it. And the keeper's done the rest. Caught behind off a ramp shot.
So, something had to give Elton. And again, the Raft Puke, line and length. It's what they've done all night with ball in hand. And they've taken another wicket. 54 for 6 now, halfway through the 10th. Just having a look at my notes here, Elton. In the Versatile Williams Cup, Versatile Developments Williams Cup, after 6 rounds, the one-day comp, Puke sits top of the table. They also won the Venture Developments Sorry, I think I've botched that one up. The Baywide T20 Cup, which was competed before Christmas. Te Puke beat Mount Maunganui in the 2-day final.
Will's the new batsman, hits and goes, and they'll get one there. Off the mark first ball. There's Chew down the bowling, and he has 2 more to come from this over.
So Te Puke have really had a good season so far, in showing it. Congratulations though to Element IMF Cadets. They finished third, beat Maunganui in the final, in the semi-final, to make it. But who knows?
Chew to Claude. Just digs it out for 1 onto the offside there. It is Claude. This required run rate is just climbing.
104 off 61.
Yeah, more than 10 and over required now.
What do I know, Elton? Melly Kerr, 101.
There you go, noble single.
Must have been.
Oh, great ball. And all he could do there, Wills, was get the bat down on it and keep it out from hitting the wickets, and it's a dot.
Ends the 10th, 56 for 6. Yeah, Whiteferns 202 for 1 after 20 overs after their 20. After Zimbabwe won the toss and elected to field, that one at Seddon Park. You can catch that live and free on TVNZ and TVNZ Plus. TVNZ Duke it. It's one of the TVNZs, or catch it on TVNZ Plus online. 101 from Amelia Kerr, her first game as Whiteferns captain, and Izzy goes 66 there. Partnership 159.
Wowee.
Unbeaten.
Great partnership. Claude on strike here. Viver comes in and bowls it wide. They get bad on it and they'll take 1 there.
It's a dirty swipe that was.
Almost would have been a wide.
Yeah. I think that's the old Hail Mary. And just hope. Big thanks to the umpires standing in this game and the scorers as well.
1 for 4 off 2.1 here, Viver. And he might have another one here. They've gone up. Given. Caught behind. Crossbat shot. Gets a nick on it. Wills has got to go for 1.
Same ball, same length, just a little bit tighter. And that was the issue there. Healthy nick. And it's 57 for 7 now.
Wells on strike, the new man. Play and miss there. Another dot for Viver. Great bowling.
Carson Wells 19 runs, an average of 6.3, best of 8 not out against Lake Taupo last year. Those stats brought to you by Bev's Cricket Stats 2 on Facebook. If you wonder if I have no life, I really don't.
Here's Viver to Wells. Oi. Gets a bit close to the body, but he's trying to play a bit of a ramp shot there, was Wills.
He's third man on the boundary too, so he's got to be very careful if that's what he wants to play.
Yeah, he has to get it really fine for it to be 4. Viver again. Oh, he spanked that one. Will it go for 4? Nah. Third man cuts it off. It'll just be 1. Threw their hands at it there, Wills. Got a good piece of it, but good fielding on the boundary there at third man.
I'm actually endeavouring to try and get through all Premier T20 cricket across the country. Is my aim.
Claude this time works in the offside for 1. Man at cover does the fielding. Shapes to throw the stumps down, but decides against it.
11 gone, 59 for 7. Of course, I'd love to do more as well, but that's my aim in the off season. I know Maunganui Cricket Club are waiting in breath to see what I can pull out. Good shot of the crowd there. Still in attendance. I don't think anyone's left yet.
And why would you? As Chu comes in, a little bit of pace off on that one. They'll have a throw at the stumps this time, misses, so they get through for 1 there. It was cut to point. They ran. Claude adds another one to his tally. He moves to 7. Will's back on strike. 60 for 7. They're going to have to start finding the boundary here pretty soon, these two.
I have some positive news, but I'll share it in a moment.
Chu coming into Will's now.
First ball's left alone of the new over.
Good point.
Literally a crowd
catch.
catch that one because someone screamed to celebrate.
Someone thought they were off home. Sit down. But we might not be far away if the wickets keep tumbling at the rate they have been. Viver. Oh, sneaks one through to the keeper there. Playing a miss from Murray.
Apologies that we're having issues, folks. I have seen it. Trying to fix it, just not quite computing at the moment. Israel being recorded though, so I'll upload a bit later on. Sorry, guy, you still have to do your camera work. You look far too relaxed just back there out of the corner of my eye.
Has it not been working?
13 overs gone, 63 for 9. Don't forget, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Hawke Cup defence, Bay of Plenty, first one of 25-26 season, having beaten Taranaki 2 weeks ago, taking on Canterbury Country. Rob Frew, who played for Canterbury for a few years, plays Masters cricket these days. Plus a few other Canterbury names in there.
Here comes Earl to Griffiths. Griffiths goes over mid-wicket, and that'll be 2 bounces, 4 runs. Positive intent there from the number 10 batsman, Griffiths.
Well, I'll tell you what, Elton, he sawed mid-on up, said, I'm going to have a go.
Good on him.
Again, big thanks to Jenson Steel Fabricators Limited for sponsoring the 25-26 T20 Baywide Cup.
Earl goes shortish. Good pull shot there from Griffiths. It'll just go out to the man at deep square for 1. But good batting.
Who says the tail enders can't bat?
Well, you read his stats out and they'll tell you that he can bat. And he's showing it there. Good shot. Good couple of shots.
Well, it's 5 off 4.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's see what Cameron Murray's got. He's faced 4 balls as well.
Murray has a crack at that, but doesn't get all of it. Mistimes it out to mid-on for 1 run.
I do apologise. I said Thick Penny is from the Melville Cricket Club. He used to play for Melville. He's now over here in Tauranga playing for a club, and he was actually saying he's up on the hill. I've just realised brain's ticked over what he was getting at.
Oi, just over top of the stumps there from Earl. As Griffiths was just trying to open the face, play it down to third man.
Well, I thought for Element IMF Otumoetai Cadets, it was the off-pace balls that were working for them. But it's really been the opposite for the Raft Puke with ball in hand. They've gone with pace and pretty quick and accurate, which is, what you want.
Earl to Griffiths. He has a big swing, gets an outside edge, and it'll test the fielder at third man. Third man gets a hand to it. He stopped it, they'll get 2 runs. Nine for 71. The last ball, the 14th over here, will be bowled by Earl. Full and pace off, no run, just mistimed out to cover. That's the over. 9 for 71 after 14.
.89 from 36 required.
Murray just digs that out to cover for no run there. Good ball from Carter.
Zimbabwe over at Seddon Park chasing Whitefern's 203 thanks to Amelia Kerr's 101 and Izzy Gay's 60. 9 for 2 after 2 overs. Jess Kerr, the sister of, and Bree Elling with the wickets.
Carter gets it just outside off, and it's just slashed from Murray out to deep point for 1 run. One wicket to win here, the Raft Puke. In comes Carter around the wicket this time. Onto the pads, and it just could be a leg by there out to square. Yes, it's just a 1 leg by at the pad and parried out there to the onside.
I was just having a look at my messages in Canterbury Country. I just messaged on Facebook and said a guy with a great name, Will Williams.
I love it.
Carter again cramps the batsman for room. This could be it here. And it is. And the T20 Prem Bay of Plenty Cup will go to the Raft Puke.
Yeah, great win for the Raft Puke. They won this by, what did we say, 86 runs and 5.5 overs to spare. They've been pretty dominant from the start. Even though, yes, they were dismissed off the last ball of their 20. Since then, it's all been one-way traffic, basically.
Yeah, not a bad start for the Cadets. Off the first 3 or 4 overs, they were comfy, but since then it's been one-way traffic.
Yep, there were highlights posted to BF's Broadcasting official Facebook page. We do in coming days. We do apologise for the issues we've had at the end of this game. Don't forget Friday morning. Sorry, we'll go 10:30 a.m. first ball the 2025-26 Hook Cup Zone 3 Challenge. Bay of Plenty, the holders, taking on Canterbury Country. Catch that live and free here on the Bay of Plenty Cricket YouTube channel. I'll flick up some links either later tonight or first thing in the morning when I wake up. A big thanks to Guy Rencher from Local Gecko Productions. Huge thanks to Local Gecko for putting us in touch. Big thanks again, Elton. You've done well. Won a game of touch and commentated 3/4 of this. So
No worries,
yeah,
thanks for having me, Bev.
Big thanks to both of you. Until Friday, hei kuna.